Hi, today I am going to talk about propagation of hydrangeas. I went and got a cutting from a local bush that has gotten immensely large in the neighborhood. Now what I did was first cut all of the leaves off of the stem. So you cut them all off, but you can leave these two large ones, just clip them in half, and then you will see in the inside that there is new growth developing right in the middle. Do not get one that has a flower growing, just get one that just has the leaf growth. I already have my pot of soil and I already added water to it. I'm just going to take a Sharpie, put a little hole in the soil and just put it right in there. Tuck the little plant in so it stands straight. And next I wrap this rubber band around the pot, and I take any plastic bag that I have, whether it's the grocery bag or the vegetable bags that I have, and just wrap it around the pot, and the rubber band is just so that it will hold it in place. And that's it. I am going to put this under my garden table for about maybe a month or two. I don't really need to water it at all the moisture will rise up and then it'll just come back down. As you can see, this one, it has water all over it from another plant. So you'll see how this has grown and developed in probably as little as 2 to 3 weeks. This is actually an example right here. Now this cutting was a lot thicker than the one I just showed you, and as you can see there are multiple leaves growing. These were not there when I first got the cutting. They were actually looked like these little tiny little peaks, and they've grown significantly, and this is only within probably a 3-week period that I've had this. Now if you look at this sad little plant down here, this was actually a cutting I obtained at the same time. But the only difference between this one is that originally I planted this in soil, the same, trimmed out the leaves and everything, but I didn't put the plastic bag on this one, and I left it indoors in a kind of sunny, shady place. And it was obvious within the first week that this one was not going to make it. Now I put it in here in hopes that it would kind of heal itself, but it was a goner by the time I got it in this pot and had put the plastic bag over it. So it's just an example of why it's so important to have this bag around the plant when you're first starting to get develop new growth. So that's one that I have, and this one's probably about 3 weeks old also. You can see that the leaves inside have grown and developed quite beautifully, but if you can see where these two leaves were cut off, there hasn't been new growth, so they don't have these large leaves like this one on the sides. But like I said, this was a larger clipping than this one. So I have been very successful in doing this. I probably have around 6 of them growing right now, and I can't wait until they outgrow these plastic bags and I can plant them in new planters. In the meanwhile, they're doing great. I leave them, I don't touch them. They're just sitting underneath the garden table with these plastic bags over them and just growing, and probably in a few months I'll be able to replant them into new planters. So I hope this helps. Just make sure, if anything, you have a plastic bag, the rubber bands, the clipping. Make sure it doesn't have any flower growth on it, and just as an extra bonus, I always add these little pellets. They're kind of nutrients for the plants, and I always put kind of a teaspoon of them with the soil, and I mix it in there so they have all of their vitamins and nutrients that they need. But it's a great thing to do, and I can't wait until they're larger and start developing flowers. Thank you.